Good morning. My name is Steve Colmer, and I'm the co-founder and creative director of Soluis. I'm here with Ewan, who's our digital heritage consultant, and we're here to talk to you about our company, its ethos, and in particular a virtual reality event we held with the British Museum last year. So who are Soluis, and how do we get to work with the British Museum? Soluis were founded in the year 2000, and we've grown from an architectural visualization company into a multidisciplinary team of digital content creation specialists, with a staff of around 50 based across Glasgow and London. So what do we mean by multidisciplinary? Well, over the years we've added to our group of 3D artists. For example, we've expanded our team to include motion graphics experts. This enhances our traditional CG output by overlaying an extra layer of information. This could be a detailed sequence for building construction, which shows timeline data, or highlighting wayfinding information for hospitals, or even mapping pupil journeys between departments in schools and colleges. The addition of motion graphics lets us explain complex information in a manner that's easy to understand. This helps tell the story of the architecture that we are visualizing, and also how people interact with its spaces. Smartphone and tablet technology have also had a huge impact on the way that we operate as a business. By hiring a core group of experienced programmers, interface designers, and web developers, we've been able to expand the ways that we deliver information for our clients, and also how their users engage with this data. Our app development team are able to incorporate complex functionality within our 3D models. For example, you can change the layout of a space with a tap of a finger, or pull up product data on any aspect of a model just with a simple swipe gesture. In a heritage context, this could be created as an app where you're in a historic location and the app recognized your location. You'd be able to pull up more information about that and also see how that space had changed throughout different ages. The data could also be intelligently linked to other locations that had a historic relevance to where you were standing, so it could all be tied together. The ability to completely immerse yourself in a computer model and interact with that space has always been one of our goals since we set up as a visualization company. We've been experimenting with real-time animations and environments since the early days of VR and L. However, huge advancement in bandwidth and processing power has meant in the last 5 years, serious development in VR has resurfaced. Over the years, we've been developing new ways to enhance the work that we've created as a studio. By using game engine technology, it means that in addition to pre-rendered animation sequences, we can provide fully immersive interactive environments and deliver these across a range of platforms. For example, augmented reality, and also immersing yourself completely with a VR headset, whether that's the Oculus Rift that was shown there, the HTC Vive, or the low-cost solution of Google Cardboard. However, one platform that we particularly specialize in is a full dome installation. This gives you the feeling of immersion and presence without having to wear a headset. And the other benefit is it can be a shared experience. So with the people around you, you're having a shared immersed experience. Any environment that we create can be projected into the dome and manipulated in real time, whether it's a future construction project or a recreation of the past, a historic site, effectively making the dome like a time machine, allowing you to go to any location or any period in time. With Ewan's help, we set up a dedicated heritage division to focus on new forms of engagement of heritage assets and sites, with the idea to transform audience understanding and appreciation of these materials by delivering exciting new experiences through digital interpretation. Storytelling is paramount here, and for example, in these examples, we visualize key moments from the 150-year anniversary of the London Underground. We also animated and created a real-time model from point cloud laser data of Bamborough Castle, which means that it's accessible to everyone wearing a virtual reality headset, and they don't need any knowledge of any complex software. My involvement in digital heritage started with a building that was very close to my heart and also to my hometown in Scotland. Wrapped around Kilmacue House, a 19th century baronial mansion at the heart of a hillside estate, is St Peter's Seminary. It's a training college for the priesthood in the 1960s and 70s, and it's been described as a building of world significance. It's one of the greatest examples of post-war modern architecture in Britain, echoing the style of Le Corbusier. However, the building's closed down just 20 years. The building closed down in 1980, and for the next 20 years it fell into disrepair. In 1995, the Kilmacue House was so badly damaged in a fire it was torn down. The modern buildings are category A listed by Historic Scotland in 1982, saving them from demolition. But as you can see, all the timber has rotted away, and it's now become a haven for graffiti artists. Many restoration plans were promoted, but nothing came of these, usually due to financial reasons. So what we did in 2003 was create an in-house project of virtual restoration. We created a computer model of the seminary to visualise the building back to how we used to look before the current state of ruin. Working from old photos and drawings, we tried to replicate the look and feel best we could with the software tools available to us at the time. 10 years later, we returned once again to our St Peter's model, as it was the ideal candidate when we were experimenting with real-time games engines, and in this case, Unreal Engine 4. We were able to model in more detail into the buildings and also completely rework both the lighting and the materials to take advantage of the much more accurate simulations available within the software. The advancement in technology over these 10 years meant that we were now able to create an interactive environment that you could fully immerse yourself in and explore in virtual reality. So we've had this projected into the dome where people can explore the space, and also we produced it for the Oculus Rift as well. As for the physical buildings, earlier this year, an environmental art surgeon organisation, NBA, were awarded a grant of £4.2 million for the partial restoration of the buildings, with the spaces set to become a dramatic setting for public art, performance, learning and debate. Another project that we recently undertook involved the famous Glasgow School of Art building by renowned architect Charles Henry Mackintosh. In 2014, a devastating fire severely damaged this historic building, and the following year a competition was held for the restoration works. We teamed up with Avanti Architects to create an augmented reality presentation for their bid. We used a printed drawing of the floor plan as a tracker to launch a virtual model of the art scope, which appears when viewed through an iPad. The app then tracks the position of the drawing, and the virtual model follows it, allowing you to explore all aspects of the exterior. We also designed it so you could use your thumb to slice through layers of the building and see how Avanti were planning to use the internal spaces. In addition, we created a fully textured and real-time version of a library, which allows users to explore the space before it was completely destroyed by the fire. Throughout the different departments within our company, the main underlying aspect of our work here is how we create and use our central model of data and the ways that we make this data accessible. It was this ethos that was fundamental in us winning the work with the British Museum. And I'm going to pass you on to you, who can talk to you about that in more detail.